Hello, my delusional baddies, my babies, my besties, my bays, my gays, and whatever else you identify as this 2020 motherfucking 4. I do not have fucking, I don't have followers on Instagram. Like, I have nobody to ask me questions. So we're just gonna search up questions. And yeah, we're trying to be on a YouTuber in this year. The way I've been posting on YouTube is I'll edit, then I screen record because I don't have enough storage on my phone, and then I'll post it to YouTube. So if that's not YouTube grind, then I don't know what is. It just looks so beautiful today. We're gonna start off like it's the first day of school already. Okay guys, so my name's Carissa. I have 3 siblings. I'm the only girl. I have 2 dogs. I moved out at 19. Surprisingly, I think I don't give myself enough credit for that. I did move out at 19 without like any help, like literally me. Yeah, I guess I don't give myself enough credit, but at the same time, I grew up in a very toxic household also. So if you guys want any toxic household story times, let me know because I have plenty. Because if I'm being honest, I've never actually I've never actually searched up what it is. Yeah. Okay, it's basically a genetic condition. And you're basically born with a hole at the top of your mouth. Like, literally, instead of the roof of your mouth being closed, it's open. And some are born with it. It opens all the way up to their lip. And they need to get their lip repaired. And that's called a cleft lip. But I got lucky and it stopped right before my teeth. But anybody with a cleft palate, that was born with a cleft palate, cleft lip, anything, your teeth are going to be messed up because, yeah, you have a hole in your mouth. Yeah. So, I had it repaired when I was a year because I had to weigh like 14 pounds or 20 pounds. Something like that. And it took me a whole year to weigh that much. And then that's when I had my surgery. But before I had my surgery, I could not, the way they would feed me is a bottle, and they would they had to squeeze it because anything that I would try to eat, anything I would try to drink, it would come out through my nose. So they had to use a squeeze bottle. Yeah, and I actually did get braces when I was like in 2nd grade, and then I got them off in 7th grade, which was a whole 5 years of my life, and I ended up losing my retainer one day, and that shit was way too expensive to replace. And my teeth have started to shift again. And if that's why you're wondering why some of them look straight and then this one's just like back, I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, it's back. That's a fun fact, right? If I could live anywhere, where would it be? So I live in Texas, and I don't agree with anything that goes on in Texas, honestly. Like, I don't know. I hate our governor. He's fucking stupid. I wish to be anywhere but Texas. Just kidding, guys. No, but I don't have friends. I'm gonna be so honest with you guys. I don't have friends. I have a bae. I don't go out. I'm 21, and my life isn't adventurous. So I'm hoping by me doing YouTube and getting more comfortable with myself that maybe I can actually go out there and fucking have some fun experiences, because I think I should just experience things. Even if I think I'm not experiencing things, I think I should experience them, because when I think I'm experiencing them, I'm not actually experiencing them. Let me know if you're that, you know what that's for. I think I really need to put myself out there, and that's the whole idea with me trying to do YouTube and talking to my fucking phone that has no fucking storage, that I have to delete everything off. Oof. I'm a very insecure person. Obviously you shouldn't be insecure, but I just grew up in a weird fucking environment. So I'm very insecure. I don't really know who I am, and I'm trying to figure that out. I feel like when I moved out at 19, I still didn't know who I was, and I feel like I'm still barely trying to figure that out. But I am flourishing outside of the toxic environment, and I am trying my best to kind of heal, because I did go through a lot of shit that obviously we shouldn't go through. People shouldn't go through those things, but I did go through them, so that's fine. I did try to kill myself too, so I thought I should add that in there. If just in case you guys thought I was like really beautiful and like perfect, and like you're like, oh my gosh, why can't I be as perfect as her? I try to kill myself, so I'm not perfect. I think everybody just has their own characteristics that make them so beautiful. I don't think anybody's ugly. Nobody's ugly, guys. We're just not used to, like, I feel like when people think that other people are ugly, it's just they're not used to that kind of beauty. And that's the way I see things now, because I'm really trying to look at things in a more positive light. So if I think I'm ugly, I just tell myself, like, I'm all being delusional. I just tell myself, like, you know what, like, you just don't see your beauty. You have something unique that not everybody else has, just like everybody else has something unique that not the other person has. And you just really need to find out what that is and really grow to love it. And I feel like you'll be good, and self-love will be on its way. Have I ever dealt with a toxic friend or controlling friend? Okay, so this is actually gonna be kind of funny. This is gonna be a little story time. I was in 7th grade at the time. Okay, so let me give you a little backstory. I've always been chubby. Guys never really liked me. Like, if I had a crush on a guy and I had a best friend, he was gonna like my best friend type shit. Like, I was the duff. I never saw anybody actually have interest in me, like, in elementary school and like middle school and shit. Like, that shit, like, I just always thought everybody was disgusted by me. So, and it was always like more towards my friends, right? I was always straight, so like I never like thought of like a girl liking me, or like a girl fucking like talking to me because she thinks I'm pretty type shit. Like, so whenever a girl would talk to me, like, even if she was bi or she was a lesbian or anything, like, it was fine. Like, I didn't care. Like, I would be friends with them. You get me? So just because somebody likes a different gender, or just because they like something completely different from you, doesn't mean that you have to like fucking like be like like get away. And like, no, like, I don't really give a fuck. We were in the same homeroom together, which was our advisory class. It was our first period, which was where we would eat breakfast. So I sat on one table, and then she sat like on a table next to me, but it was like a circle table. So I sat with some people, she sat with some people, like, she was talking, she was fucking funny, you know, like, she would make me laugh. I was like, oh my gosh, this bitch is fucking funny. I was shy, so I was like, I took the chance, and I was like, okay, we'll be friends. So time goes on, and we're like friends, and then she has a class with my best friend at the time. We'll call her Samantha. Okay, we're gonna name the other girl Elizabeth. Okay, Samantha and Elizabeth. No, Samantha ends up coming up to me, I think, at the end of the school day with Elizabeth. And like, oh, I'm like, oh, you guys know each other, like, you know. So then we were friends and shit, and like, so we would hang out like sometimes at lunch and shit. Me, Elizabeth, and Samantha. But at the time, we did have another friend named, we'll call her we're gonna use my little cousin's name, Angela. Okay, we're gonna call her, no, we're not gonna call her Angela. My little cousin won't get mad at me. Fuck, my mind went blank. I cannot think of a name for her. Okay, well, in this story, she's not like too important, so we won't name her. Okay, remember, Samantha's my best friend, Elizabeth is the other girl. Well, sometimes me and Samantha would hang out with this other girl, and she was in our friend group. It was like 3 of us. So most of the time we were with her during lunch, but sometimes when she would be with other people, Elizabeth would come with us. Right? So it was like all chill vibes and shit. So she followed us on Instagram and stuff, and we became friends. We would text and shit, whatever. I didn't know Elizabeth told Samantha that she had a crush on me. Samantha ended up telling me, like, let's go to the park with Elizabeth. And I was like, okay, but I think she told me, but I have to tell you something first. And I was like, what? And we weren't talking, we were texting, or we were on FaceTime. And she's like, she likes you. And I was like, but I don't like girls, you know, like, I like her as a friend. Like, she's chill, she's cool, like, she's funny, but like, I just don't. Oh, fuck this necklace, for real. We were all going to the park that day, so I was like, okay, like, whatever, like, I just didn't pay any attention to it. So, what's it called? Because at the time, like, just anything that would happen, I just kind of was like, whatever. Like, whatever. Like, everything that happened, I just always saw it as, like, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Like, it's, like, not happening, like, for a reason. It's just happening because it's happening. So, I get to the park because I literally live down the street from the park. I just have to walk. My house is at the end of the street, and I just had to walk literally to the other end of the street, cross the street, and the park was right there. Samantha lived on the other side of the park, so you just had to cross the park and cross the street and then go to her apartment. So, like, Samantha, I was like, okay. I told her I'm here. Like, I had told her I'm already on my way. So, because she told me to tell her when I'm on my way so she can go. I was like, okay, tell her I'm on my way. I get there, whatever. I text her, like, are you on your way? Like, where you at? This and that. And then she goes, I don't know if I can go. And I go, what do you mean you don't know if you can go? And then she goes, I don't know, like, I think she told me that she had to do something, like, with her mom or some shit, or I don't know, that they didn't let her go, supposedly. So I was like, bruh, no fucking way. Like, no fucking way. Okay. I go, okay. Like, as long as she doesn't try anything, like, we're good, you know? Like, we're good. So, we hung out and shit. And then, what's it called? Samantha never showed up. Like, she never fucking showed up. So, Elizabeth fucking, she's like, oh, like, I need to go get something from my apartment. And her apartment was, you had to cross the street. There was like a chicken place. Then you had to walk all the way down, like a whole other street. It's kind of a busy street. And then you had to cross and then walk down that street. It's a little neighborhood, and then her apartment's right there. Oh, well, I'll just go home then. And then she goes, oh, no, 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 no. And like, one thing about me is I've always been a people pleaser. Like, no matter what, I've always been a fucking people pleaser. So I was like, she's like, oh, no, no, like, we're gonna come back. Like, you know, like, we're gonna hang out and shit. And I was like, I go, I'll just go home, you know, like, she goes, no, 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 no. Like, you know, so once I say like this and then somebody's like, no, 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 and I'll be like, yeah, it's okay. And then they're like, no, 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 no. I'm gonna be like, okay, fine, I'll go. So then I was like, okay, fine. Oh, like, you want to come upstairs? And I got like a really like weird feeling. So I was like, no, I'm okay. I'll stay down here. And she's like, yeah, come upstairs. I go, no, 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 it's okay. I'll stay down here. Like, my mom doesn't let me go into people's houses and shit. Like, you know, the fucking common excuse. So then I'm waiting out there for a while. Like, I'm on my fucking phone. I'm low-key fucking bored. Like, whatever. I was gonna fucking take off low-key, but I was like, fuck. Like, I'm gonna see her at school. It's gonna be fucked up. Like, she's gonna fuck me up. Type shit. That happened. And then she comes back downstairs, and then we walk to, like, the playground at her fucking apartments. Because she tells me, oh, my mom's not gonna let me go back to the park. And I'm like, I go, why? Like, I go, okay, I'll just walk home. Like, I'll just walk home. Like, it's fine. Like, I don't need you to walk me. I can walk myself. I'm like my own person. I walked here on my fucking own. Like, you know. And then she's like, no, my mom will give you a ride. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, bro, like, no, bro, like, I can walk. Like, chill. So we went to the playground and shit. We're walking around. We're like talking like fucking, you know, like friends, fucking regular. Like, at least I thought it was regular. She sits next to me and she like has, you know how when you sit down and like you have your legs open and you're like this way towards somebody? Like, you know, when you're basically the way you're with your, like, if you have your boyfriend or something and you're sitting there like talking to something like that. I was sitting down regular and then she sat like that and I was like, because I kind of knew it was coming already, so I was like, fuck, because I have a lot of fucking trauma. Things got done to me against my will type trauma, so, like, anything like that really scares me. So I started getting really fucking nervous, because I was like, fuck, okay, in these other situations, like, I'm asleep, and, like, I don't fucking have to, I don't have the fucking power to say no, but right now, I'm a fucking awake, and she's fucking gonna tell me something, and I don't know, like, if I respond in, like, a way that she doesn't like, is she gonna fucking, like, I don't know, is she gonna fucking beat my ass? Go, bitch. Anyway, and then she's like, I like you. And I was like, as friends? She goes, no, like, I like you. Like, I go, oh. I go, I don't like girls, to be honest. Like, I like guys, but I don't like girls, like, It's just like my preference and stuff. And she seemed to be fine with it, you know? She's like, oh, okay, like, she seemed to be fucking fine with it. And I was like, okay, like, we're good. So then the rest of the night, we're, like, regular, like, friends. Like, school comes. I think this was the weekend, so I think the weekend passed and then school comes. And it's fucking awkward. As fuck. So I think that everything's fine, right? I walk into class, she's fucking mad dogging me and shit. And then she, like, doesn't talk to me whatsoever. And I'm just like, whatever. And then I started dating this guy that literally he only asked me out because supposedly I looked like his ex, and then we broke up after a day. Yeah, that's embarrassing. And then one day we were getting out of advisory, and then somebody comes up to me and is like, why did you do that to Elizabeth? And I was like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? What did I do? And then they're like, well, yeah, like you dated her and then you fucking broke up with her for no reason. I was like, what? Like, bitch, what? That was me. I was fucking baffled. I was fucking baffled when I fucking heard her say that. And I was like, we never dated. Went and I told my best friend, Samantha, because I was fucking pissed. I was like, what the fuck? What the actual fuck? Lunch, and then there's an orchestra room. So it's like a hill, and then there's 2 doors. And you walk in, it's the orchestra and the band room. And I was in orchestra, so sometimes me and Samantha would go into like that 2 open doors and fucking do best friendship, fucking do stupid shit, record each other and shit. It was fucking like just best friend shit, you know? And then Elizabeth is fucking there, and like we're walking out and we're fucking laughing because like me and her were talking, we're fucking laughing about other shit. We weren't even paying attention to Elizabeth, right? And she's fucking at the bottom of the hill. I'm at the top of the hill with Samantha. Elizabeth is at the bottom of the fucking hill looking at me like this. Going like that, bruh. Like, and like, I am sorry. Like, I am so sorry. But like, if you're making a scene like that, I'm gonna fucking laugh. So I started cracking the fuck up. Like, I was like, I don't know. I was fucking cracking the fuck up because, like, what the fuck, bitch? Like, so she was like that. And then, that's not the worst part. She starts going, I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna kill her. Like, crazy. Like, I'm like, oh, shit. I'm dead. I was like, I'm fucking dead. She's gonna fucking, what is it called? She's gonna make my wish come true, you know, like type shit. Do I have a best friend? Why or why not? I don't have a best friend, guys. I actually don't. I'm very, I'm trying not to be antisocial, but, you know how that goes. Okay. A friendship that ended for a stupid reason. But there's this one friendship that ended for a really stupid reason. Like, I still don't really understand it because, like, she didn't fucking come to me, like, she didn't come to me, like, if she was my friend and tell me what I was doing wrong. She literally, let me tell you the story. We will name her Desiree. Okay, me and Desiree, we became friends in 8th grade. Okay, Desiree was friends with that best friend that I had, Samantha. She was friends with her first. But then Samantha introduced us like in 7th, 8th grade-ish. And then me and, what did I name her? Me and Desiree. Me and Desiree became like closer than me and Samantha. Me, Desiree, and then we had another friend. We were like a trio type shit in freshman year. We were really close. We would hang out every fucking day. We would walk to school together and shit, like, you know, just regular shit. Okay, so everything was fine. Like, we were good friends and everything. We even stayed friends through my first suicide attempt. I don't know why I brought that up. But I got a boyfriend my sophomore year, and he's my current bae right now. But what's it called? So I was really close to him, and like he helped me out a lot. You know, like I would talk to him a lot. It's just the friendship that me and Desiree had. It wasn't the type to fucking talk about our traumas. It was the type to fucking joke about shit and like fucking just laugh and send each other shit and just talk shit about people. You know, so it wasn't about the trauma dumping. And when I met my bae, I was like, wow, like I've never been able to talk about this, you know. So I did kind of neglect the friendship, but not so much, because I would check up on her very often, and she was in a toxic relationship, so I was always checking up on her, like making sure she was okay, like, you know, asking her how she is, like how's her relationship, like if anything, you know. One day she fucking, I don't know, she just decides to go on her story, right? She posted that on her story. She's like, you know who you are, or some shit like that. Then right after I saw it, I was gonna show my babe. I saw it, and then I was like, oh my god, let me show you something that I just saw. Like, I don't know what she's talking about. And I was gonna go to fucking screenshot it, and I was blocked. When I tell you, I was like, what? I was a little like taken back, like girl, I was trying to be there for you. Like, she did go through other shit, I'm not gonna say, but she did go through other shit, and like it was like I was there for you. Like, what the fuck? What type of car do I want to would be my first purchase? I'm 21 and I don't have a car. I don't have a license, and I don't know how to drive. No, I don't know. I'm just really scared. Like, I don't know. I'm afraid I'm gonna crash. 350Z, a Mini Cooper, and a Tesla for when I don't want to drive. Do I have any hobbies? I do not. Literally, I'm learning to play right now because me and my babe have been playing like zombies together on Call of Duty. I've low-key been writing down in this little notepad different YouTube ideas that I want to do. So, but hobby-wise, I love to do my makeup. I love it, I love it, I love it. Yeah. I love to shop on Shein. That should be a fucking hobby because it wastes so much money. Low-key. Okay. What would I rate my childhood on a scale from 1 to 10? No shade to my parents or anything. They did the best that they could. I love them so much. R.I.P. to my dad. I did grow up kind of rough. I would rate my childhood like 1 being the worst and 10 being the best. A 4? I know that like I didn't go through like the oppressions. Like, I know I wasn't like oppressed or anything the way the oppression that people in Gaza are facing right now and stuff. And like I try not to like, I have been trying to count my blessings and really, you know, look forward to and like being thankful for my life, and that I didn't grow, like, you know, I didn't have to grow up around bombings and stuff. But if I did have to rate the way I grew up, just like the way it made me feel, I would rate it a 4, unfortunately. Not interesting, but I actually have had lots of surgeries. So I had my cleft palate repaired. I actually got my gallbladder removed. I got my left tendon repaired. Is that it? Did I finish high school? Long story short, no. My freshman year, I was very, very fucking depressed. And I really wanted to do homeschool. And my mom's like, just do 1 semester. And if you don't like it, we'll do homeschool. And I was like, okay, amazing. Thank you. Well, I did 1 semester, alright? Okay, I did 1 semester, and then I tried to fucking myself, like, you know? I did 1 semester, alright? So then I did that semester, and then I was in the hospital for a little bit. for a while. Not a little bit. I was in the hospital for a while. And then I went to this charter school. And the thing with charter schools is you go at your own pace, but you have to finish the grade if you want to get those transcripts to go to a different school. Doing good. I was almost finished with my freshman year, and our house burnt. So then when I finally went back, I was doing my work, and then we moved, and it was way further from where the school was, so I couldn't go to this school. So I got my transcripts, and it was literally just like if I had no fucking credits. And then I went to the high school that was nearest to my house, kind of. And my bae goes to that high school. Went to that high school, sorry. He's not in high school anymore, don't worry. He went to that high school. And so I did my work and stuff, and they're like, okay, we're gonna have you take both stars. So if you don't know what the star is, I don't know if that's just in Texas or if it's everywhere, but state of Texas. I think it's just in Texas. But it's this test that tests you at the end of the year. It's like this long ass test. Your parents can exempt you from the test, but I didn't know that at the time, so I didn't really give a fuck. So I passed both my freshman star and my sophomore star. So they're like, okay, now all you have to do is go to summer school, make up your hours, and whatever. I was like, okay. I missed one fucking day, and that fucked up the whole fucking shazam. So when I went to go register the next year, I was a freshman again when I was supposed to be a sophomore. And I was really pissed, and I was like, ugh. So I went through school, and then I started to get, we're just gonna say I started to get sick. But I was in and out of the hospital a lot. If you want a story time on that, it's like completely different than being suicidal and stuff. It's more about like low-key an addiction story time. A little like addiction that I had accidentally started without realizing. Let me know if you guys want that story time. But yeah, so basically I was in and out of the regular hospitals a lot, and so I was always really behind on my work and shit. And then I dropped out of that high school and I went to this other homeschool, and this one you had to pay $300, I think, every month. I think it was $300 every month. So for a year, that's like what? Wow, that's a lot of fucking money. I had won a scholarship for this school, which is why I wasn't paying. I won a scholarship. I was doing my work, everything. I had to go in every month to turn it in. Doing it, I was getting it back, whatever. I was already on my senior year when they decided that, oh, the scholarship's over, you have to start paying. And my dad had passed away, so the whole thing was after the scholarship ran out, my dad did a lot of woodwork, so he was gonna make the $300 with his woodwork so we could pay for the school. Well, he passed away and we didn't have money. So I finished, and then they started adding like, oh, you just need one more book. Oh, you just need one more month. Oh, you just need one more week, like stuff like that. So then by the time I got to graduation time, they're like, okay, you need like literally one more book, and then but you can walk the stage with us. I was like, okay. So I walked the stage and shit. I got like the fucking thing. It didn't have the diploma. They were gonna mail it to me when I finished the book. So I finished that book, and then he's like, oh, actually you just need one more thing, and we couldn't afford it. Like, we're like, we can't afford it, you know. So I was like, you know what, like, I'll just get my transcripts and then I'll just go to a different school. But the director had told me, she goes, if you don't finish, I can take away everything like that. So basically, if you stop paying, she can take away everything like that. And to get my transcripts, I needed the $300. We didn't have it. Like, we did not have it. Technically, I guess I'm a dropout. But yeah, so technically I did walk the stage, but like, I don't have no diploma or anything. But yeah, that's that. And it was, that has, honestly, I think that stressed me out a lot. But yeah, so right now I guess I'm a dropout, so I'm just trying to, I do work and stuff. I'm working right now at a warehouse, and I do hope to one day get like enough subscribers. I hope people like me. I hope I'm not too annoying to the point where people like dislike me and hate on me, and I hope people like my videos. So like, comment, subscribe so I can quit my job. My first job, it was at McDonald's, and it was when I was 18 actually. So I applied because my dad had passed away. Like I said, he passed away when I was 17. What's it called? And honestly, this job, I literally just applied because I wanted a job. So I applied and I went and I fucking hated it. Like I hated it so much. But honestly, it's honestly because I get overwhelmed. Once I get overwhelmed, I start getting frustrated. Once I get frustrated, it's like over. Like I just can't. Although my first job was at McDonald's though, it's boycott McDonald's. It's fuck McDonald's forever. It's boycott them till they're out of fucking business type shit. My longest relationship, let's see. We started dating in 2018 and it's 2024 right now. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Technically, it's gonna be 6 years this year, but technically it's not 6 years because back to my mental health. I do struggle with my mental health a lot, and because of that, my relationship did suffer a lot. By a lot, I mean a lot. It did suffer because of my mental health, and I feel like that's why we should take it so seriously, because when our mental health is bad, we don't realize how much we're hurting other people. And I didn't realize that until like I was medicated and I started to look back on stuff that he told me that I did, and I was just like, damn, this bitch was fucking psycho. So I think this is the end of the video, guys. I did answer a couple of questions. I mean, I didn't have like, I just kind of searched up questions on fucking Google, because why the fuck not? That's like the kind of thing to do when you don't have nobody to ask you questions and shit. But maybe we'll do like a Q&A with my bae another day. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys learned a little bit more about me. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, my baddies, my baes, and everything else you identify as this 2024. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye guys.